Welcome, my fellow YouTubers. All right, so in the streets and everywhere, everybody knows me as Henry. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about coral and what most people do in the hobby, and we'll correct it and all this stuff. And I'm gonna show you guys what's up. All right, let's get to it. You know what I mean. So first up, coral of interest is this guy. Let me prove right there, son. And your mama's right there. Look at that. Oh snap. Alright. First let's get a closer up image of it. Right there. Alright guys, so this guy is a coral of interest, but you see how his progression, it's actually gotten a lot worse. And there's two things that come to my mind, but before I tell you the second thing that I'm gonna tell you what's up first. All right, so if you look at it, they look like have little bite marks possibly. You see that? And it's usually an indication of some kind of coral pest or something. And if you look at the polyps, they're all out. So it makes you wonder exactly what's going on with this guy. What most people do is they either, me personally, I'll first try to dip them in iodine, or brush a little bit of iodine in there on its tissue to help it heal. See if it's like some kind of other issue, maybe like some kind of bacterial issue. Second is it either has some kind of pest and you got to use more stronger dips, usually like some kind of pesticide or something. And there's a lot of many in the market that actually work pretty well, and it will get rid of some kind of flatworms. Perhaps I have like a flat eating Montipora worms and shit like that in there. But if you look at it, everything looks pretty normal. What would you guys do? What do you guys think? I'm gonna give you guys a second to think about that and let me know what you guys think. So what do you guys think? So overall, all my corals are doing pretty well. There's some that are still acclimating to the light and everything. For example, this guy that's just right above. He's still acclimating, but you see his colors are definitely getting a lot better. Go compare him with my archive videos. And you see this guy is really coloring up nicely. Look at that, beautiful. Beautifully he's coloring up. All that. You know what I mean? So all my corals are doing good, but why isn't this guy doing good? And they're all Montipora. Oh, except for like these two and that shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. They're all Montipora, except for these bottom ones in the bottom. I need lower water flow for these guys, and usually lower lighting. But everything else is just SPS corals. These are all Montiporas right there. That's a Digi right there. That's a Digi. These are stag horn Acropora. Oh, and then look at this guy. Oh, I got that fourth polyp right there, baby. You see that? I don't even need a magnifying glass and you could see that son of a bitch. Oh, look at that. Don't be jealous, guys. Shout outs to Grand Canyon Reeves. Go subscribe to his channel and you might win. You know what I mean? But Little Shop of Horrors doing good. This guy's doing good. It's just that I think the hermit was probably on him right now. Oh, look at this. Oh, I always forget about this coral. I don't know if I really like it. Hey, let me know if you guys like this coral. Oh man, those guys are on him. But this guy has blue polyps. It's kind of hard to see that guy. That's the only coral. I don't know if I really want him. But everybody else is doing great. The millies, I feel like they need a little bit more water flow. This guy, I got a little bit of glue on him. My bad. But the back millies starting to come out a lot more. Doing pretty well. The Digi's doing pretty well. Look at that guy. Pretty well. The only one that's of real concern is this guy. His polyps are out and everything, but he's not out. And then there's this guy. Like I said, this guy, he's getting used to the light. He wasn't being blasted by this much light in the beginning where I bought him. So, like for example, this is the most intense they had it where they live. I mean, where they live, where the corals were living in their other system where I bought them at the store. Um, they were living in a certain percentage or intensity of light, and that's pretty much similar to what where they were. But my lights go more intense. They ramp up more intense. If you guys want a full schedule, let me know. But the only one that's doing bad is this guy. Why is that, guys? So I'm just giving you some information that what most people do. They'll either take it out and everything. But what do you guys think? Um, Me personally, that's the first thing that came to my mind. But then I was looking at the tank, and then a real expert really looks at the system at what's going on. So another thing that I want to add is ever since I added the new coral, that particular coral started to um, kind of like bleach out or some kind of have tissue problem, some kind of tissue necrosis on it, and it's a slow tissue necrosis that it has, and I don't know what's going on with them. And usually, when you introduce a coral or a fish to your system, another coral or a fish will get sick, and that's usually an indication of bacterial, viral, or some kind of pathogen in the water. Um, Maybe even some kind of parasite. So that's one big indication. But if you look at it, at the tank right now, what's another thing that could be the possibility? So, come on, I'll give you guys a little time to think about. Ooh, little shop of horrors, baby. Think about it, guys. I'll give you guys 8 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys to the next part of the video, and make sure you stay tuned. All right, make sure you subscribe and everything. If you stayed this far, tap in, put the like and everything, but make sure you drop the comment and all that. Share it with your mama, but more importantly, make sure you share it because YouTube doesn't promote my stuff. But if you share it, it'll really help a lot, guys. All right, so first up, let me give you guys the solution of what I'm gonna do actually. All right. All right, everybody. So I just want to know if you guys gave up. Do you guys know what's the problem or a potential problem? So we concluded that there could be a pathogen in the water or something, or it might even be a chemical issue. Henry, your chemistry just sucks, right? You guys let me know. But if you gave it up, uh, don't worry, I got the solution of what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let me just tell you because I was gonna press pause and then just do it, but I'm just gonna tell you. All right. So here's my solution. Why is this my solution, guys? Why is this a solution? I'm gonna put my other wave maker that I had. I'm gonna plug it up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna plug it up right here with the second one that's in the back, and it's gonna replace this water pump. You see that? Why? So if you look at the outlet, look where it's blasting at, and I'm wondering if it's this coral in particular is being just blasted with too much water flow that it's peeling its skin, because everything's out. Uh, but that particular coral, if you look at it, it's almost like right in the blast of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my wave maker, so it's not being blasted by that much water, and then I'm gonna add some trace elements and iodine to the system. Most people will dip the coral in iodine, so if it's what I'm thinking it should recover it should start recovering the moment I take off the water flow, that direct water flow, and help it with a little bit of trace elements and iodine in the system. And if I still see a progression over a course of a few days, I am gonna take it out and dip them. All right, but if since all the other corals seem fine, everything looks like it's doing well, we're just gonna do what I'm telling you, and that's my first solution. Because I was gonna dip them and all that, but to the most hobbyists, to the beginners, and people that have been in the hobby for like under 15 years, that's what normal people would do, and what I would probably do also immediately. But if you look visually, sometimes it's something as simple as just the where the nozzle's hitting. That is the problem. So we're gonna try that first and then see what's up. All right. So let's plug this in. All right, everybody. So just like your mama's Vijay, I just serviced it. Here's the pump right there. Everything's off. All the systems are off. The only thing that's on is actually just the return pump. So that's the MaxiJet 1200 that's on there as a replacement for the original pump that came with the fucking tank that broke. So go fuck yourselves. So I threw in the MaxiJet because it's a small pump with a lot of balls. And even with the MaxiJet on its own, is enough water or the perfect water flow for like all these coral right here. The LPS corals right here, the soft ones. You see that? You can see the water current. You see how it's moving? It's a nice gentle current. But that's not enough water flow for these guys. You see that? For the rest of the coral, that's not enough water flow for those guys. But you look at the water surface, you see how much water current there's in the water? The MaxiJet is basically its own power head in the system. You see that? Everything, a lot of water circulation. You see that, guys? Plenty of water circulation for most coral right there. Just the stock pump, if you just replace it with the MaxiJet 1200, if your stock pump breaks, most stock pumps are actually pretty good pumps, actually. But when yours breaks in a few years, replace it with the MaxiJet 1200. Sometimes MaxiJets could be loud in the beginning, but over time it quiets down actually. I remember in the beginning, if you guys look at my MaxiJet unboxing video, that shit was so fucking loud. I'm like, oh hell nah. But now it's all good. Alright everybody, so now you see the pump in the back that's hiding behind the rock. The rock is there to prevent the water from actually being too strong. So I'm trying to like break that water flow because it's too strong. Even at its lowest settings, look how much it's moving the water on its surface. You see that? And at this rate, this guy is at its only position in the tank where it's getting the least amount of water flow. And look at it, it's still like moving and grooving, right? But if you look at everything else, it's still good. But now these corals are loving life because they love that excess water current. Right now, they love the water current maybe at 80%. You know what I mean? It's still not where it wants to be. But it will sustain all these coral how they are alive. Except for these ones, they might not like it at this area. They might want more water flow. But you can see even right there, they're getting plenty of water flow. At least a milli in the back. This one might need more water flow, but look how fast the algae's moving right there. You see that? So that milli in the back's getting a really good amount of water flow. Oh yeah, I forgot about the other guy over here. Look at that guy, the Rainbow Monty right there. Sorry, this guy, I already knew he was never gonna get that much love because he's not on the best position to view him. You know what I mean? He's not really in the display area, but look at that Rainbow Monty, man, a beautiful coral. If this coral dies, I'm gonna put that Rainbow Monty right there, but I don't want this coral to die. But if you looked last time, I just replaced it over here, and then I'm gonna put this power head over there, and like I said, this is a lot of water current, right, guys? But for these coral right here, these small polyp species of coral, they need more water flow. It's actually not even enough water flow. We're probably running like at 75% water current to at 80% where they want to be. You know what I mean? So hopefully when I turn this on right now, this guy, oh man, hopefully he's not all bad. All right, so we're gonna turn that on right now. All right, guys, so let's power it on. I turned off the feeding mode. Right now it's actually at its strongest water current, so I'm definitely gonna lower it down. But now look at the wave action. The wave doesn't even know what to do now. So I might lower it down a little bit, or I might just see how the corals react. You know what I mean, guys? But I'm definitely gonna pay attention to the water level But this is an example of how much water current SPS corals need, the small polyp species of coral. There's one water pump that was enough. There's a second one, and that was the third one. And now it's paradise for like the fast moving corals. And even the water pump, I could still pick up the intensity. Right now, it's only running at 40% intensity, I believe. It's lowest settings. So it's give you an imagination that I could still pick up the intensity on that back one, but that's gonna be way too much water current for this guy, and the other, and maybe possibly these guys. But these guys might adapt to the fast water, but these guys will definitely strip off the tissue off its thing. So you definitely got to be careful with that guy. All right, but like I said, right now it's in this position where it's gonna not get as much water current, along with these guys right here. All right. So next up, guys, is the trace elements to try to help that coral heal up. All right. All right. First up, you add some essential trace elements to your shit. It doesn't matter what brand you use. I'm not being promoted by these fools, so we're not gonna promote those shit. If you want me to promote your shit, you better fucking hand over. But honestly, just use any of them. I just want to run out of this fucking bottle to buy the ones I really want to use. You see that? I'm almost at the end, guys. I just want to waste this fucking bottle. But even though I want to waste it, I'm not gonna add a lot. Just add a few drops in there. You don't need to add too much. My water chemistry is already on point. If you're part of the Interstellar Oceans Project, you already know my shit's on point. You know what I mean? You guys could have whoever fucking your chemistry buddy you want. If you want instant fuckers or instant ocean fuckers, or you want the Red Sea fuckers, or you want whatever fucking salt shit you want, whoever you want on your team to do your water chemistry, I don't give a fuck. But I know my shit's on point. Oh, fuck. And then we got this brand. We're not promoting anything, guys. This is a trace of iodine. Use any iodine you have that's safe for aquariums. Ask any pendejo at your local fish store or some shit. But this is the one I have right now. The one I'm trying to get rid of also. I had this shit for years. If you guys pay attention to my videos from like 8 months ago, it's the same fucking bottle, guys. I still don't run out of this shit. This is how much little you have to actually use. Remember I was talking about adding iodine to or dipping this guy in iodine and stuff? Instead, we're going to add a liquid form of iodine that you could use in the water to help it heal a little bit. And it'll help the crabs molt, which basically means it'll help shed their outer shell to grow. So I'm going to add some of that in. Bam. See, this is already too much, so I'm just going to... You're not supposed to dump everything back in, but fuck it, we are. I don't give a fuck. And then, what else? Oh, yeah. So, Polyp Lab has a... Ah, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. The Polyp Dick Faces have this Polyp Booster shit that I'm testing out, see if it really works. And then they got the Coral Aminos of these fuckers. Who's this? Brightwell's Coral Aminos that we've been testing, guys. And I also got the Polyp Booster shit. So I want the polyps to start coming out more, so we're just gonna add some Polyp Booster. I honestly don't know how much I'm supposed to add, but I added 5 drops. I really don't know how much to add. If I overdosed it, the skimmer will pick it up. Alright, so I added some of that. I'm gonna add some aminos. This is the Brightwell aminos. Like I said, I don't know how much to add. I think I added like 5 to 7 drops. Alright, so I added like 5-7 drops of that shit. So I'm gonna add some Acro Power now. This is a different type of amino. And also another man, I forgot your name, bro. Another subscriber. Hey, put your comment down, bro. Say it was you. He told me there was another amino I forgot what it was called. He told me to grab it, so I'm gonna buy it to test it out with this one, the Acro Power, and all the other aminos you're gonna see right now. So I only added a little bit in here of the Acro Power, and now we're gonna go get the AB Plus. So the AB Plus, this shit, and the other one are the ones I'm testing, and I buy the one that the subscriber mentioned. I forgot what the name was of that fucking amino. Whatever it was. Guys, I don't know how much I caught on video right now. I thought I was recording, but apparently not. I went to press pause, so I talked for a while, so I don't even know what I said. So I dosed some Acro Power, and then I did dose some Refroids. Man, I had them going. I said this was THC and everything, so hopefully I caught that on camera. If it didn't, I did put some Refroids in the water. I don't know if they really work, but if you make it into a paste, it really does work. I don't know if I got that on camera. And then I got the iodine and the fluval Kent crap essential elements in the water. I threw in the AB plus and these coral aminos in the water, and that was pretty much it. And then I threw the polyp booster just to get the polyps out a little bit. But we'll see, guys. Hopefully we'll see what corals live and whatnot. And let me go clean the glass real quick, and we'll get out real soon. All right, everybody. So I just cleaned the glass, and look at the corals, man. Everybody's doing pretty solid, man. And then look at this guy. Man, this guy's growing, man. He's gonna take over this whole rock. I'm gonna move the rostas if they do grow towards that way. I'd rather have the little shop of horrors. And then I got this guy right there. Man, this is the only thing about the flipper. When I always get water on the fucking magnet on the outside. But then I got these guys right there. These guys are doing pretty solid, actually. I just need to make sure they stay colored up. And these guys should live and start growing. Both of these stags. The one in the back, that guy with the algae on him, I really don't know. I think he might die on me. The Monty right there, he looks pretty healthy. I actually start seeing some red polyps on it right now. It's kind of hard to tell with you guys because they're barely coming out. The Digis, I mean these guys are doing all right. We'll see how they do. But overall, guys, I'm pretty happy with the tank. I think the extra water flow is going to benefit the tank right now. And I don't know if I should leave it in pulsing mode, how I have it, or directional flow. I'm going to be tweaking it, like all you tweakers and all that. But yeah, guys, appreciate you guys for joining me. Much love and appreciate. But I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the tank for the next minute and all that. And highly appreciate you guys that joined. Thank you. Oh yeah, make sure you share this with everybody. All right, there was a lot of information. All right, guys, and make sure you watch all my lives. the shorts and the pre-edited videos like this one, because I drop different information. I do not disclose the same information, all right, guys? And then if you subscribe to my social media, you will also what do you call it? Find out what type of video I'm gonna make up next for YouTube, or any video on my website or anything like that. I'm working on the website also. And I was gonna say something else that I just forgot. Oh, also, if you want to get the salt and the alkalinity solution that I use, I'm gonna leave the Venmo and PayPal and all that shit, the Cash App, in the description. If you guys wanna send in your request, and it's $1 per unit. I mean, just drop $1 or $1 per gallon basically, and I'll ship it anywhere in the US, and you could be up to speed like where I'm at, and we could be testing together. And if I see you that you're a constant member of the Interstellar Oceans Project, once I grow out some of these coral, I'm gonna send you guys a frag pack, you know what I mean? But I might even send you a few corals ahead of time, you know what I mean? Just as a thank you. But hopefully you guys join the Interstellar Oceans Project, and I'm going to talk about it on Frank's channel. By the end of this video, I'm going to drop the link to the interview that I'm going to do, talking about the Interstellar Oceans Project a little bit, and a little bit of this fish tank. It's going to be a live interview. Maybe you'll make it, maybe you won't, but you'll definitely get a chance to watch the video if you click on the links. All right, guys? So stay tuned today. It's gonna be around like I forgot how many hours from now, but make sure you stay tuned. All right, guys. Much love and appreciate. That's all the announcements, and much love to Brenda and Aquatic Amigos. We're gonna launch the Interstellar Oceans Project pretty soon. Stay tuned for that, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of things. It's just I'm pretty busy, guys, but there's a lot of things in the works. All right. So much love, appreciate, and thank you for joining, and I hope you and your family are doing well and all that. All right, guys. So thank you for watching.